Well, hello there. We're SPK Speak Sports, as you probably heard from the jingle. Just to reiterate, my name is Scott.
I'm Paul.
I'm Kelly.
All right, gentlemen, we've got, I think, a very momentous decision that was made a couple of days ago. First woman ever to be a general manager, the highest ranking woman in Major League Baseball. And that was Kim Ng, who is now the general manager of the Marlins. I think that's it was long overdue, but it comes around when it comes around. And I'm just familiar with the name, having somebody I knew that worked for the Dodgers, so I knew that she was in the running a few times, and here she is. So that's a great thing. What do you guys think?
She was more than a few times. I think every general manager ship that came up opening, she was applying. So it's nice to see after all this time. It's perseverance, keep trying, and sooner or later. And so I hope she does good. She's with a good organization, and I think that's a great thing.
From all accounts, she's eminently qualified and should be really good at her position. But Scott, you said it's long overdue. And the three of us remember the days when GMs were former ball players. They were people who grew up in the game, playing the game, coaching the game, worked their way up the ladder that way. We live in a different day now. This is the day of the nerd. And why not a woman nerd instead of a guy nerd, right? She knows her stuff. And that's really what it takes to be a GM these days. It doesn't take, that pulse, taking the pulse of the ball player, because, I was there, I was in the dugout, I know how it feels. New day and age.
Well, like you said, back in the day, a lot of these guys were drinking buddies with the GM, when they were both playing, or when the GM was the manager, and he's now a vice president or whatever. And all of a sudden, his pal that he played with, years before, and I know Tom Yawkey, I think, used to have a lot of guys that were kind of like drinking buddies with Tom Yawkey. So, the fact that she is qualified. The other thing is, I think there's a little bit of pressure on her too, being the first. It's like, I'm all for the first. I hope she does a good job, because that'll open up a second and a third woman GM a lot quicker. And there's 3 assistant coaches in the NFL. I don't know if you remember the NFL or not. I think they play football, but so things are coming along for women. So there's to make a more perfect union. A more perfect, never going to be perfect, but I think things are getting better now.